Hey YouTube, how's it going today? Texas Redleg here. I just wanted to go over some dollar preps I got from the Dollar Tree today. I go to Dollar Tree a lot, but I don't know that I've ever done a video on preps from there, but I'll just show you what I picked up today, a few things among them. So the first thing is this long lighter here. You can't ever have enough of these things. I mean, having a flint and all that jazz is great, you know, and abilities to start fire manually, but man, this sure makes it a hell of a lot easier, and they're cheap. So I advise everybody to load up on these babies right here. You never know. And one of the main things I regularly get at Dollar Tree, and this is almost every time I go, are these little quarts of milk. Now, these little quarts of milk, I'm telling you what, it is good milk. It's the same milk as you get from the gallon jug at wherever you buy it at. You can see, naturally produced, without artificial hormones, all natural, grade A, and D, blah, blah, blah. Same thing on the whole milk. And the one thing I like about this milk from Dollar Tree, so you have a best used by date. So as you can see, that's almost a year out from now. And so the rule of thumb is on these milks is that whenever you keep them on the shelf at room temperature in your pantry or wherever, and as soon as you crack it open to use it, you got 2 weeks to consume it before it is expected to go bad. So I was basically tired of pouring out milk that went bad out of the gallons that wasn't being drunk. And I just like the idea of having milk around all the time. Not that I drink a lot of milk, but if you have, you know, children or have people over that have children that need milk, or you want to do some baking or whatever recipes, you know, have a need for milk, you've always got some milk handy. And I typically store about 15 to 20 of these, you know, on hand at all times. And it's just nice to be able to crack one open. You know, when I do open one, I write the date that I opened it on the lid with like a little Sharpie, like right here. And that way I know what date I opened it, and so I can expect it to go bad 14 days from that date. But it usually doesn't last that long. So in reality, it's a little bit more expensive than a gallon of milk, but if you're used to pouring, you know, half or almost half of the milk out anyway, you might as well just spend a little bit more and not have to waste it. That's kind of what I think. So anyway, I would highly recommend these little quarts of milk from Dollar Tree, and they also have like almond milk, soy milk. They have quite a few varieties there, and I'm telling you, the milk is good. There is nothing wrong with it. It's just like any other milk you would get. It comes from the same places. It's just packaged differently. So this is how they have milk in Europe, at least in Germany. In my experience, this is how the milk comes. It doesn't come in a big gallon jug like we use, or a big liter or 2 liter or anything. It comes in these little cartons, and you know, they're really easy to handle. I mean, they're just great. I got no complaints at all about them, and this is the milk that we drink, and I've had, again, no complaints from people drinking it either. A couple other things I got. I got this little 2-pack of little metal canisters, and those are great for, like, I don't know, say you want to have a fire kit or something. You can put some char cloth in there. It was 2 for $1. I thought that was a pretty good find. And then these 4 little individual little glass bottles with the screw-on lids. I mean, man, those can be used for meds, or I don't know, a little fishing kit. It can be used for any number of things, you know, some spices. Anyway, I thought that was a really cool find, and doesn't take up much room. Again, 4 for $1. Man, it's hard to beat that. And also, I got these little moisture eliminators. They're little, basically big desiccant cassettes, and I keep them in my gun cabinets and anywhere that I want moisture to be controlled. And these work really well. You'd be surprised the amount of moisture that you have in a certain area after you put one of these babies out, and it'll actually trap the moisture inside of it, and you can see, you know, how much moisture is floating around in the air in your place. So Anyway, just a few Dollar Tree finds here. Again, I go there all the time, always looking for something new. And it's funny that if you go to different Dollar Trees, they'll have different things. So there's usually a little different variety at different Dollar Trees. It's always a cool thing to go in if you go to a new town and they have a Dollar Tree. Pull in and see what they got. You'd be surprised. Like another thing I think I got 12 combs for $1 today. 12 combs for $1. I don't know how they do it, but they found a way. Anyway, I just wanted to kick that out to you guys, and I know there's a lot of Dollar Tree videos out there, but man, some of this stuff is hard to beat. This milk, I'll tell you what, that's one of the best things I ever bought from Dollar Tree. It's great milk, and like I said, they're lasting almost a year, or sometimes even more than a year if you catch the dates right. And so you can just store them on the shelf at home, and when you open one, write the date on the lid, throw it in the fridge. That's all you got to do. Anyway, you guys keep prepping, stack it deep. Long live the Republic.